Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I finally got the shirt, my friends, and a very special someone actually gave it to me as a gift. I've always said in my videos that I need a shirt that says woke dingbats on it. And well, she listened and she got it for me, and I could not be happier. And I was also thinking, if you guys want your own shirt like this, let me know in the comment section below and we'll get some going for you all. I think I may need to create like a mini shop for you guys to be able to order your own shirt. I think these would go absolutely that crap insane wild. And I mean, she designed it herself, people. Like, how good is this? Like, you can't, seriously, I love this shirt. I'm going to be wearing it now in all my videos. That's just going to be the prerequisite and the staple moving forward. Okay. So let me know in the comments once again if you want your own shirt like this, and we can make it happen for you all. We can let you all know where you can order a shirt and we'll just get it all out for you all. I thought, why not? So today, my friends, I'm going to be talking once again about Tommy Robinson. I know that I've made quite a few videos about it, but it seems like individuals such as Keir Starmer, who recently came out with a press, I guess, conference statement that was an egregious lie, once again, about Tommy Robinson. And same with Piers Morgan. So Piers Morgan, as we know, is continuously going against Tommy Robinson. He doesn't like Tommy Robinson. And it's quite interesting to me because you have the likes of Piers Morgan, Nigel Farage, and Keir Starmer all in cahoots about how Tommy Robinson is so bad. And they're all saying it now when Tommy's in solitary confinement and he can't defend himself. He can't say anything about it. So to me, it's kind of unfair and unjust. And it's not right at all what any of these guys are doing to Tommy. Tommy needs to be free. And they're also piling on Elon Musk. And they're saying that Elon Musk should butt out of this sort of politics and whatnot. He shouldn't be saying anything. But the thing is, Elon, he removed his support for Nigel Farage yesterday, I believe it was. Yesterday, Elon said, enough is enough. We need to free Tommy Robinson. He is a political prisoner. Whether or not you believe that he is truly in prison for contempt of court, I personally don't believe that it's that simple. And personally, I've said in the past, a contempt of court, unless you've done something really egregious, like you're a serial killer or worse, and you really do breach the court rules and the court order, then obviously there should be consequences. But Tommy was told not to release a documentary called Silenced. And for a lot of people like Keir Starmer and even Piers Morgan, the thing is, guys, Douglas Murray is a very smart individual, more smart than Piers Morgan, Keir Starmer, and Nigel Farage put together. I trust what Douglas Murray says about Tommy Robinson in this whole case more than I do Keir Starmer, Piers Morgan, and Nigel Farage. It just seems like those three are in cahoots at the moment. And it's coincidental, I'll have you know, that Piers Morgan, who doesn't like Nigel Farage, happens to side with Nigel Farage when it seems to be very convenient going against Tommy Robinson. And recently, Piers Morgan did a show this morning, I guess, or last night for them, and said this.
I've watched Silence. I'm in it. He has a go at me, which is fine, because I was on Good Morning Britain at the time talking about this. Here's the problem. He repeats in the film a series of things which are lies. That's why he's been found in contempt of court, and that's why he's been put in prison. And the reason we know he's lying is that he was sued by the Syrian refugee in a court, and a judge, in a very lengthy verdict and conclusion, which I read in full, and I recommend, by the way, that you and everybody else watching this goes away and takes the time to read the full judgment from the judge. All 5 of the witnesses that Robinson produced in court were discredited by the judge. He said they're not credible. He said a lot of them are making stuff up completely. The attempt by Robinson to portray the Syrian refugee boy as the villain, not the victim, was a lie. The boy who was accused of bullying him was thrown out of the school because of his previous prior record and this incident before it ever got made public, this incident, which came through a viral video. So, yeah, people in America do look at Tommy Robinson in a very different way to how we do here. The reason Nigel Farage has disowned him, and was nothing to do with him, is we see through him. Tommy Robinson is a convicted football hooligan who was convicted of beating up a police officer, leading a riot. He is somebody who's been guilty of mortgage fraud. He's been somebody who was guilty of forging a passport to get into America because he couldn't travel because of his criminal record. He's been found in contempt of court twice for nearly wrecking trials of the grooming gangs, where he turned up and was saying defamatory things at the courtroom, which nearly led to the whole case being collapsed. And now he's been found in contempt of court for repeating lies about this Syrian boy in this film Silence, which has been viewed over 150 million times. So I understand why people in America have got a slightly warped view of Robinson, but I can tell you that is the reality.
So there's a number of things that Piers says that are refutable claims, and a lot of them aren't actually truthful at all. Everything that Piers just rattled off, like he's a convicted felon, he attacked the police officer, you know, he made the Syrian refugee boy out to be like the bad person, and the court wouldn't look at these 5 witnesses because they're not credible. And then now he's in prison for contempt of court. All these things, right? And there's quite a few others. Funny enough, Keir Starmer happened to rattle off the exact same points in his press release or press address today. Very same thing. Coincidental, right? And a lot of people aren't buying it. A lot of people don't seem to agree with Piers. A lot of people don't seem to agree with Nigel or even Keir Starmer. So let's just put this into perspective. Piers Morgan says, memo to Tommy Robinson supporters, he is not in prison for exposing anything to do with the appalling R-word gang scandal, which needs an urgent public inquiry. But he is a political prisoner. It was someone in the Labor Party that actually shouldn't have anything to do with the prosecution, but decided to prosecute Tommy Robinson. And what charge do they give Tommy Robinson? Contempt of court. There's no reason to give Tommy Robinson contempt of court. There was someone that went on GB News as well, who many people are seeing at the same time. So you've got two sides of the argument here. You've got the people that seemingly hate Tommy, and you've got the people that actually love Tommy and believe Tommy and want Tommy free. And Elon Musk as well, who is a very smart individual who has taken the time and read, he's watched Silence, he even shared it, for goodness sake. So why would someone like that just jump on a particular bandwagon without doing proper research behind it? Piers, on the other hand, I think he's just really sour. He's really angry that he said that he's in the film, which he is. Tommy has a dig at him because, well, once again, Piers, to be honest, doesn't do a very good job with exposing the gangs. Doesn't do a very, like, there's a Good Morning Britain piece that Tommy was on, and it seems like Piers then hates Tommy because Piers thinks Tommy is being Islamophobic and whatever else, which is not true at all. So it's just very interesting to me because, get this, a newspaper article that came out recently that says, after Starmer went to 21 meetings of the Sentencing Council, he decided not all child, what offenders should go to prison. What does that tell you? It tells me that although Keir Starmer has arrested and done something, he chose to put a select number of people away behind bars so it could make them out to look like they're good people. But in reality, they're not. So it's just, to me at least, when I see this, it's quite horrible that someone like Piers Morgan, who should have a massive research team behind him to do the actual research, because a lot of these claims Tommy himself refuted on Jordan Peterson's podcast and many other podcasts. Like, when you listen to the guy, he's very authentic. He knows what he's talking about. And To me, I don't trust the legacy media. It's like they lie all the time. I don't trust politicians. They're constantly lying, and it's annoying as all heck. So Gad Sad goes, "Dear Piers Morgan, please forgive me for questioning you publicly, but what do you mean by Islamophobic specifically? Could you provide a framework under which the scrutiny of Islam and its values would constitute fair criticism versus when it falls under the rubric of Islamophobia? Perhaps I could ask you the following question. Do you think that the incursion of Islam in Britain has been a net benefit to the country? If so, how? If not, would this be Islamophobic? Cheers." And that's to Piers Morgan going, "No, I said he was Islamophobic," which he is. Talking to Tommy Robinson. Like, he's not. He's not Islamophobic at all. So all these buzzwords that the mainstream media elites love to throw out. Like, Piers is not in jail. Piers is not in solitary confinement. You have a Labor politician that decided to go down, or a Labor judge that decided to prosecute Tommy in the most egregious way possible. It's absurd what's taking place, if you ask me. So we need to do Tommy a huge favor and free the man and stop with all this nonsense that Nigel Farage is continuously lying about him, which he is. Same with Keir Starmer. It's quite horrible, actually. And Tommy can't do anything because he's in prison. So they want to do away with him. But in fact, they're making a martyr out of him. More people, I see the comment section, more people love Tommy than they do these politicians. He's a political prisoner at the moment. It's clear as day. Anyway, my friends, thank you all so much for watching. You guys take care, be blessed. And if you want, again, one of these shirts, let me know in the comment section below. We'll get one to you so you can buy one. Okay? You guys take care, be blessed, and see you all in the next video.